Hello and welcome back. I want to take some time and show you something interesting I found on this National 183. After I was putting everything back together, I realized that I have a couple of components that are not working. Obviously, some of these components are this RF pot, and this RF pot it's broken. It also serves as an off and on switch. So here's the back of the pot, and it turns on the receiver and also applies the amplitude for the RF gain. And well, I've been looking for some pots, and I've been looking for something that I might be able to get to work, because this pot right here, after I took it apart, it's broken. So let me take this apart just to show you what I mean. So inside this pot, this is a 2-watt, according to the service manual, this is a 2-watt wire wound pot. And inside the pot, there's some small, tiny wires. Let me zoom in so you can see. And see these wires down here? And after some time, these wires, they break and they go bad. As you can see, this pot here has a little dip in here. I'm not sure if this is from the factory or something happened along the way during the process. But the wiper wasn't working. It would get stuck, and I'm assuming it got stuck right there where this little indentation is. So before I even powered it on, I wanted to make sure that everything was working, and sure enough, this off and on switch didn't work. And if I was to get this to put it back together, look at this, I'm sure some of these, something would have shorted out, because you have missing wires in between. So I took it apart, and I'm trying to find something else that I can get this to work. I'm not sure if I have anything in my junk pile that I can substitute for this. But as you can see, meanwhile, take a look at this. It's all cut up inside. Well, maybe not, just shiny from the use. Well, I just wanted to show you this interesting 2-wire, 1.5 watt wire pot. And I'm assuming that these Nationals have this problem on this RF gain, or is it RF? AF gain. And this is where the issue is. It's a 10K with an off and on switch pot. So what I was able to find is this 10K 2-watt pot, but of course it doesn't have the off and on switch. So what I'm going to do, just for testing purposes, I'm going to go ahead and wire this pot, and I'm going to go ahead and wire that off and on switch down here. I'm going to go ahead and put these two together and shrink wrap this so it won't touch anything, just to see if I can get this unit to power up. So that's the first thing I want to do. Just I want to make sure that I get everything wired up, everything together, and get this pot in there. So it's going to be a challenge trying to find a 10K wire round, or a 10K, a watt and a half with an off and on switch. I'm sure I have one in the shop. I just can't figure out where I put it or where it's at. I'm sure after I'm done building this, something will come up. But for now, I'm gonna use this. Looks like a good substitute. So yeah, just wanted to show you that real quick. It's for those who are following along and have your own 183. 183 National receiver. If you have a issue with your AF gain and off and on switch, this is the problem. These do get old, and these wires are very flimsy and look at this, very flimsy. So it just out of curiosity, I tested this, and it still reads 10K. But if you were to move this the inside and measure from the pot, it measures all over the place. So here you go. This is how this works. So as you can see right there is where it gets stuck. And from here, it's a 10K from here, to the end. But somewhere in the middle, it's all over the place. So I know there is a cut somewhere, as you can see right there. The little wires. It's missing. So it's not linear. So maybe that's what the issue was from the previous owner, that this pot wasn't working. Anyways, thanks for watching. Talk to you soon.